So these videos will blow your mind. Listen, man, what these drones have recently captured, it's crazy. There's no other way to say it. It's crazy, but you know we gotta break it down. So let's check it out.
A lot of smoke and fire. We're on the highway, and out in the distance we see all these lights going off. And there's some smoke over here. Oh, right! Yes, YouTube magic right there. The field's on fire. There was like a craft that crashed out of the sky. It was crazy. We don't know what's going on. A lot of smoke.
All right, man. At this point, hey. Because, you know, sometimes we want to get mad at the cameraman, but we don't know what he's doing. But obviously, he caught something that's worth our attention, bro. Like, it's clearly something, fam. And these days, especially with all the hearings, we need to be able to see all the footage that we can.
On Friday, Pentagon officials participating in a classified closed-door meeting with the House Oversight Committee. The topic reportedly centered around UFOs that have been flying over New Jersey. For the past few weeks, residents of New Jersey spotting mysterious objects flying at night.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
Some close to a military installation. Others over President Trump's Bedminster Golf Club, raising alarm. The FAA restricting airspace. The FBI now investigating.
Oh my God, here we go. What is that?
Officials admitting they can't say for sure what the flying objects are, some saying they're the size of a small automobile. In a statement, a New Jersey police chief saying their presence appears nefarious in nature. The concerns reportedly being discussed behind closed doors on Capitol Hill Friday in a classified briefing between Pentagon officials and House Oversight Committee members. On Friday,
Now everybody wants to step outside and see what we've been talking about for so long, bro. Yes, it's weird things happening out there. Weird, unexplainable, unidentified. Yes, and they know about it. I'm so happy that people are starting to catch on now and really looking and starting to figure out that, hey, man, these people aren't crazy. I might be a little bit, but I ain't all the way crazy.
There are literally dozens of drones flying around. You can see the lights flashing. It's hard to see them. Clearly in a formation. There are literally...
How can they make that statement? There's no known threat at this time. Man, come on, man. We ain't listening to y'all no way. Now, I ain't gonna say that's something unidentified. It might be a plane with maybe some weird lights, but I mean, at the same time, you never know. That's giving off airplane vibes, but you know, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all are airplane experts. I don't get on them. I don't travel on them.
Oh my God, here we go. Here it is. Are you freaking kidding me right now? What is that?
Oh, look at us doing it. We'll do it again. What? And oh, look at it again. What is that? It's like an airplane dropping, like, it's like a dropping flares or something. I don't get it. What in darnation is that? fucking turn all the way up soon.
See, now the crazy thing is, they're going to get mad one day if we just start all collectively get together and just start firing into the sky at whatever it is. They're going to be mad. They're going to be wanting to lock us up and everything like that. But what are we supposed to do? What are we forced to do at this point? Somebody tell us something to do. We ain't just going to sit on our hands, bro, and just wait for something to happen to us. And it's kind of like they have permission to just fly freely, just all over, unbothered. Who does that? Like, I bet if they got in that no-fly zone over the White House, then it'd be a problem. But since it's over our homes and stuff like that, they don't too much care. That's what I'm starting to feel like. At least.
We need to know for sure that our aerospace is safe. And at the moment, the US government, quite transparently, and neither can the British government, nor my country, the Australian government, give that assurance in the face of what we are seeing in our skies. For 2 weeks plus now, I think it's up to 16, 17 days, there have been sightings of craft of some kind. Some of them apparently do have an audio signature that is consistent with some kind of propeller or helicopter blade. They're not jet turbine, but they are hovering in some cases for many, many hours at an end, basically continuing to hover over very sensitive military facilities with apparent impunity. Now, whatever you say about whether these are UAPs or drones, that's an issue. That's a national security concern. And some of the people in the national security complex would basically say that's a threat, because until we know what they are, they are, by definition, a threat. And we need to know.
And we don't even know if they come in peace. Do they come in peace? How do we know that? Is there a special hand signal we need to go out there and do, and they respond back to us and we know, okay, that's a friendly? Or no, that right there is a threat. We don't know.
Supposedly, this is a picture of one of the car-sized drones flying around New Jersey right now. What is that? That looks like a tail. And what are these? I mean, it's a drone. Where are the rotors? Where's the battery pack? Where's the propulsion system? Because I don't see any of that here. I mean, come on, they're drones, really? And it's not just New Jersey, they're being seen all over the US. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're being seen all over the world. And it's the size of a car? What civilian or military drone looks like that? I mean, they're not trying to hide, they're flying low. I mean, what are these things? But they're saying, oh, there's nothing to worry about, we're investigating it, you know, we're on it, but don't worry, they're just drones. Really? I mean, it's getting ridiculous, but no, they're just drones. Supposedly, this is a picture of one of...
Went outside to prove my point, and this is over my house right now. What is that?
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights on the back or underneath.
My wife and I were driving. We saw one right up above us that was the size of our car. I mean, it's crazy.
They're very fast. They dart around, but no one can figure out, like, why are they here? The rumors have gone from Russian spies to people stalking Trump to aliens, so nobody really knows what's going on, but it's definitely concerning.
It's suspicious to me, obviously. It's creepy.
It's a concern. That should be all we have to have, is a concern. And they should come out and say, hey, it's Elon, or hey, it's Amazon with these packages and these new drone systems that they have, or this is military drones, or we don't know, stay in your homes until we figure out whether or not this is a threat or not. Simple. That's it. That's all we ask for. But why is that so hard? Look at how y'all have the people in New Jersey freaking out. Freaking out. Now, mind you, you thinking about whether or not a drone is hovering over your house. It's in your thought process, and you get outside during the day, you go out and you drive or something, and your mind is racing and you get into an accident or something like that because you, like, so many different things can happen because your mind is off because you're scared or you don't know what's happening. Like, this is going to create a problem.
On Friday, Pentagon officials participating in a classified closed-door meeting with the House Oversight Committee. The topic reportedly centered around UFOs that have been flying over New Jersey. For the past few weeks, residents of New Jersey spotting mysterious objects flying at night.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
Some close to a military installation. Others over President Trump's Bedminster Golf Club, raising alarm. The FAA restricting airspace. The FBI now investigating.
Oh my God, here we go. What is that?
Officials admitting they can't say for sure what the flying objects are, some saying they're the size of a small automobile. In a statement, a New Jersey police chief saying their presence appears nefarious in nature. The concerns reportedly being discussed behind closed doors on Capitol Hill Friday in a classified briefing between Pentagon officials and House Oversight Committee members.
Hey guys, this is remarkable. Don't be afraid. This is what was in New Jersey after those drones. This extra biological, this is a gray. They're friendly, just looking to figure us out, I think, and let us know that they're here. Wow. December 2024, this is remarkable.
Hey, Ernie and Candace, the FAA has placed a temporary restriction on drone flights over Picatinny Arsenal and over Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster. When these drones were first spotted 2 weeks ago, the Morris County Prosecutor's Office said that they posed no known threat to public safety. But people want to know, what the heck are they and what are they doing? It's normal to see red and green lights in December, unless they're coming from mysterious drones in the night sky.
It's kind of unsettling. They're not up for 15 minutes, they're up for hours. Some are very big, probably the size of a car.
Mike Walsh says he's seen hundreds of them over the past 2 weeks from his Randolph backyard and has the video to prove it.
They kind of go slow, they come towards you, then they'll change direction a little. They're all going different ways.
The drones have been spotted all over Morris County. Morristown police sent an alert to residents Sunday saying they are aware of drone activity and that if a drone crashes or lands, do not approach or handle it. The FBI's Newark field office would only say it is working with other law enforcement agencies to figure out what's going on, but at the moment doesn't have enough information to share.
A lot of people want to know what's going on. I think more people are coming around to that, oh, this is going on and maybe it's not good.
Nancy Reed didn't want to show her face on camera, but says she's seen the drones every night since November 18th.
I can see them right out my bedroom window. I can watch them. Last night was about 5:30, so it was earlier. But it's normally anywhere between like 7:30 and 10:30, they're out here. Never during the day. Nobody ever sees them during the day.
One thing she hasn't seen is the normal air traffic she's used to, and she doesn't understand why.
We're in the fly pattern going to like Morristown Airport and Newark, and we used to see a lot of planes coming back and forth. You don't see them anymore.
Jets flying at night.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
Some close to a military installation. Others over President Trump's Bedminster Golf Club,
another one.
raising alarm. The FAA restricting airspace. The FBI now investigating.
Oh my God, here we go.
Look, it's like putting out a...
Officials in
At this point, it felt like it's open season. Like, everything, drones, UAPs, UFOs, they just, I don't know if somebody gave them the go ahead and says all systems go, do what you want or what, but New Jersey is seeing it the most right now, which is strange because out of all the time we've been researching and looking at this, we've hardly ever heard New Jersey come up. Nothing, hardly ever. So to see them getting a lot of attention and activity now is interesting. I don't know why.
Taking a look at some groundbreaking footage of the infamous Bigfoot. A man was flying around his drone one day. He was flying it over the woods, attempting to get some really cool footage of the forest and the wildlife. But what he eventually captured was not at all what he expected. As he flew the drone above the trees, he unintentionally captures what could be some of the most convincing evidence of Bigfoot ever. A hairy bipedal creature is seen making its way down the snowy path. It leisurely walks along, unaware of the presence of the drone above. Skeptics immediately tried to debunk the footage by calling the creature a gorilla. But the way this thing walks is just so human. You can tell when it's a gorilla or primate by the way they hunch over when they walk around. And judging by this walk here, this doesn't look like one at all. Also, we need to consider the fact that the footage was taken somewhere in the US, and the US is not home to any primates. So I'll leave this one up to you, the viewers. Is this real footage of Bigfoot?
It's barely over the treetops. There's another one.
I don't know, maybe because of all these whistleblowers and stuff like that, maybe they're moving, setting up shop at another location or something like that. Maybe the Congress is on to them and they trying to move everything and set up somewhere else. That could be a possibility as well. Prayers for Spain. They said all this happened after, due to a flash flooding. Jeez.
mysterious drone spotted in the New Jersey night sky, prompting an FBI investigation and temporary flight restrictions from the FAA. Multiple reports of this unusual aircraft activity around the Trump National Golf Course Club Bedminster, as well as a U.S. Army ammunition hub in Dover. All right, let's get out to senior national correspondent Brian Enton. Brian, what else are we learning here?
Yeah, it's very mysterious. The FBI and local law enforcement say they're investigating, Nicole, but they have not given an update about exactly where these drones are coming from. Residents in Morris County have been videoing the large drones at night. Here's some of the video here. They've got bright lights. They appear in the sky only at night, apparently. They say the drones started appearing in mid-November. The FBI says there could also be fixed-wing aircraft spotted as part of this investigation. Morris County is just north of the Trump National Golf Club at Bedminster, though there is no evidence that the drones are specifically targeting Trump's property, but the vicinity is certainly raising some eyebrows. The sheriff's office put out a statement acknowledging what residents have been calling in and seeing and saying there is an active investigation.
They kind of go slow, they come towards you, then they'll change direction a little. They're all going different ways. They're not up for 15 minutes, they're up for hours. Some are very big, probably the size of a car.
So the Federal Aviation Administration has imposed drone flight restrictions in the area while this investigation continues. Police have said there is no threat to public safety, but as you can imagine, Nicole, the residents find it unnerving not knowing exactly where these drones are coming from.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, until that mystery is solved.
This week, the Secretary signed a classified strategy for countering unmanned systems to unify the department's approach to countering these systems that looks across domains, characteristics, and timeframes. Unmanned systems, more commonly known as drones, have the potential to pose both an urgent and enduring threat to U.S. personnel, facilities, and assets overseas, and increasingly in the U.S. homeland. As you know, the threats presented by these systems are changing how wars are fought. With this singular strategy for countering unmanned systems in conjunction with other major DoD initiatives like the Joint Counter Small UAS Office and Replicator 2, the DoD is orienting around a common understanding of the challenge and a comprehensive approach to addressing it. And with that, I'm happy to take your questions. We'll start with AP Lita.
You talked about this new classified strategy, and you had talked before about that there were some incursions, particularly down in Virginia, over military facilities, and there's been others. Is there anything in the strategy that's more tactical that allows the commanders to do anything, or is this just a broad statement of policy?
Of course, it's got all kinds of good information, but it's classified, so I can't talk about it. No. So really, Lita, again, recognizing that the strategy is classified, we will have an unclassified fact sheet that we'll be providing soon. Really, just kind of looking at how we'll approach this. One is ensuring that the department is prepared to conduct counter unmanned system operations, counter UAS operations. Two is looking at how we respond to incidents that do occur by pulling together subject matter experts and resources. And then third is tracking equipment and counter UAS equipment, UAS as one aspect of drones. So really, again, broad brush. It's kind of looking at this in a comprehensive and cohesive way. Again, I'm not going to go into the specific tactics, techniques, procedures at this point, but it enables the department to approach this in a way, again, that's comprehensive, cohesive, and holistic. This week.
Did he just blow smoke up us? Because I'm going to have a lot of gas tomorrow, I think. So it sounded like he just blew a bunch of smoke up us, bro. Like fluff, and no facts, I feel like was given. That's just the way I feel. But don't mind me, because I've been feeling like that for a long time, bro. Like, I only feel like they're addressing this or discussing it with us is because of the whistleblowers. Like, come on, man. You know when somebody BSing you. And didn't that feel like he was BSing us? Just saying. That's what I felt like. He didn't even buy us dinner first before he did that.
For the last 10 days, there have been various sightings of UAP flying over military bases, US military bases in the UK. Nobody knows as yet what these vehicles are. Here's what the Pentagon have to say about it.
General Ryder, there's been a number of incidents in England with drones targeting U.S. bases, kind of swarming U.S. bases, challenging security. Do you believe they have hostile intent? Do you believe they were sent by a foreign adversary? What is happening with, what can you tell us about these drones?
They are being actively monitored. Installation leaders have determined so far that none of these incursions impact the base residents, the facilities, or the assets that we have on those bases.
So as yet...
So now they know they're not a threat? How do they know that? Isn't that interesting? All of a sudden now you can tell us they're not a threat. They're not a threat to any of our bases, any of our facilities, sensitive targets or areas or anything like that, huh? That's interesting that you can say that now.
The Pentagon and the UK Ministry of Defence are unsure what these vehicles are and what they're doing. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? I mean, there are suspicions that they could be Russian, they could be Chinese. All we know is they're not ours, that's US and UK. And we don't know if they pose any threat, especially after this month's US Oversight Committee hearing into UAPs. And everyone's telling us that these things have been seen for years over sensitive nuclear installations all around the world. So it's a bit unusual that yet again, here we have UAP over military bases.
Do you think it's linked to the drones that were sighted at 3 or 4 different locations back in December of last year that we reported on recently?
Again, it would be, premature to draw any conclusions. We've got to see what these are. I mean, it's entirely possible that it could be hobbyists or something else. We just got to look into it. So.
Okay, so quite often our militaries will call these drones, and that's because a drone is just an unmanned aerial vehicle. That means it could belong to anyone. It could belong to someone in the UK, someone in the US, someone from another country, an adversary, or NHI, non-human intelligence. Who knows?
You expect me to go to sleep after that? After I seen that right there, you expect me to go in my bed, get comfortable and cozy, roll over, and go to sleep like I don't have a care in the world? No, my eyes would have been wide open, probably bloodshot red. I'd probably be in a corner somewhere, and you'd think you had to check me into a facility probably the next day, bro, after seeing stuff that is very, very, you got lights that are blinking. You don't know if that's communication going on up there, what's happening. Is this my last night? I don't know. I'm confused. Is it? See, I'm not even there, and you see what my brain is doing? Crazy.